And good evening, YouTube community, guys and girls. It's your boy Lex Anderson, aka The Prophet, and I am here tonight to recap my Week 14 NFL 2018 predictions. In this segment, we're just going to deal with the 1 o'clock games. So let's just get started and hit the ground running. All right, the Sunday 1 o'clock games. Ravens at the Chiefs. I was going for the Chiefs, the number one scoring offense versus the number one defense, and the Chiefs came out on top. Final score on that one, 27-24 in overtime. Mahomes throws for 377 yards with two touchdowns and an interception. Tyreek Hill with five catches for 139 yards. Upset alert. I had labeled it. I called it the prophet that the Dolphins would beat the Patriots in Miami. And what did we come upon today? We came upon the Miami Miracle, needing roughly 60 yards, over 60 yards to win the game. The Dolphins came through with these miracle lateral plays. Final score 34-33. Tannehill threw a 14-yard pass to Kenny Still, who lateraled to Devontae Parker, who in turn lateral to Kenyon Drake. And you got to see it. If you follow me on Twitter at Mr. Fifth Avenue, I did retweet that highlight. You got to see it to believe it. But here's a quick did you know that this is the longest play from scrimmage to win a game with no time left on the clock since the 1970 NFL merger? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Tom Terrific threw for 358 yards and three touchdowns. However, they have lost in Miami five times out of their last six visits, and nothing more was sweeter, honestly, than seeing Kenyon Drake running past a falling flat on his face Rob Gronkowski. So, sweet deal on that one. Shout out to the Dolphins for doing your thing, for showing up. And again, this is truly what any given Sunday is about. Okay, the Giants at the Redskins. I called for the Giants to win. Final score 40-16 as super rookie phenom Saquon Barkley runs for 170 yards, including a game-breaking 78-yard touchdown run, in the process becoming the first Giants rookie to have 1,000 yards in a season, and he sets the single season mark by a rookie with 13 touchdowns. And this young man still has, what, two games left to play? He also had four catches for 27 yards as Washington has officially been eliminated from any hopes of going to the playoffs. Again, final score on that one, 40-16. Eli Manning had a pedestrian game, but when you have a super rookie like Saquon Barkley, good things can and do indeed happen. Jets at Bills. Final score on that one. I picked the Bills to win, but they lost 27-23. Ugh. Saints at Buccaneers. This was a pretty shaky game. The Saints are horrible on the road, but the NFC South title was at stake, and the Saints came through. They come from behind to win 28-14, which isn't really much of a comeback win in terms of score because the Saints can put points up on the boards without a doubt. But due to the time that they were down midway through the third quarter, uh, yeah, that's what makes it a comeback. So congratulations to the Saints for clinching the NFC South. Okay, Colts at Texans. I had picked for the Texans to win, but they lost. Final score 24-21. Andrew Luck throws for 399 yards with two touchdowns, and T.Y. Hilton had 199 receiving yards. So, again, any given Sunday, I had hoped that the Texans would have done their thing and beaten the Colts, who owned Andrew Luck, but obviously he shook off the game from last week where they got shut out by the Jaguars 6-0, and here you have it. Another upset alert, Panthers at Browns. I had win for the Browns, and the Browns came through. Final score 26-20, as the Panthers have now lost five in a row, despite Coach Rivera firing all pretty much a couple of defensive specialist coaches on his team. So things are looking pretty dismal for the Panthers right about now. This is truly a lost season. Where do they go from here? Time can only tell. Speaking of where do we go from here, Falcons at the Packers. The Falcons had owned Aaron Rodgers, aka Discount Double Dud. The team was in turmoil. They fired McCarthy. They fired their defensive coach. Uh, coach Philbin, takes over. And the Packers delivered their first win for him. Final score 34-20. Matt Ryan, aka Matty No Ice, because he's a loser. He throws for 3 touchdowns, but he had a pick six. The Falcons have now lost their fifth straight game, and this is going to be their first losing season since 2014. But here's a quick did you know? Did you know that with this game, Aaron Rodgers has now thrown 359 straight attempts without an interception, breaking the record held by yours truly, Tom Terrific, who held it in the 2010-2011 season, being, of course, 358 yards. So, even though the Packers pretty much have nothing to play for, I guess at this point it's all about individual achievements. Achievements. No, achievements. Oh boy, any given Sunday, this is what it's about. Football at its best. We got the night game coming up, which is what, the Rams at Bears, I believe. Yep, Rams at Bears. This should be a good one because the Rams defense tends to give up a lot of points, roughly 30 points per game. And the Bears do have that defense, so we'll see what's going on. Thank you for tuning in to the Sports Opinion Log for the 1 o'clock segment of NFL predictions by your boy Lex Anderson, aka yours truly, the Prophet. And we will be back later with the 4 o'clock games, or I should say the mid-afternoon games. Until then, popping my collar, I'm signing out. Go Titans. Woo, 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 woo.